Hi guys, it's me Karen and welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. Today I'm going to do a flip through of this book here. I was watching one of my subscribers that I enjoy watching and her name is Lean Margot. I'll leave a link to her channel so you can see what she does, but she does flip throughs of some of these books. I will mention that she's French. The cover of her book is a little different than the cover of this book, but I found this one on Amazon in the US, and it's got the same pictures in it. The cover is just different. So I'm going to go ahead and do a flip through of this. It's Dimensions, a 3D inspired coloring book by Francos, and I'm not going to be able to pronounce that, so I'll just lift that up so you can check it out. So I haven't opened this yet, so we'll get into it. Now, she did a flip through and I fell in love with a couple of pages, not all of them, but a lot of them. The paper in here is pretty thick, which is nice. So when you go through the book, let's see if I can't get that open just a little bit more. Always the first page is not the best one to try to do that with. It has the like 3D dimensional look to it, like those fish are down and this is raised. One of the reasons I wanted to do this or get this book was for the dimensional shading that they do on here. I think will help me when I'm doing coloring. I've never been able to do shadows terribly well, which brightens this up. But like when the astronaut here is down below the butterflies, which are above, you see how dark the shading is on this side and how dark it is under the wing. And then there's the shadow on his foot. And seeing this kind of dimension coloring on this page can give me some ideas of how I should raise up some of the page a little bit better than I've been doing. So, educational reasons for this book for me. Other than I like some of the pages and I think they'll be fun to color since they are one-sided and really thick. Placing a piece of paper or plastic behind here and using your alcohol markers would be a really quick way of coloring the pages. Not sure about the pencils, and we're going to check just for fun. Yes, you can erase a little bit of the shading if you want to. I did a little mark right there, so you can't do that. This is a little bug on top of a gear that's on top of a thing. And I mean, like I said, the shading is what I'm looking for. This particular page here is the cover of the book that she had shown. And I'll leave a link to that video too, so you can see the difference of the books. But the paper quality in here is really nice. So with the shadowing in here, you have him coming out of the door, which is neat. Some of these are going to have a little bit more of the 3D effect in them than others. And like this is a pretty basic page, but would probably look really cool when colored in. And I think I could probably use Distress ink in here. This page is smooth enough for that. And like little Pinocchio here. He's got his little feet down here and he's jumping up through the page. He's got his shadow down here and also shadowing up here. So I just think this is a cool book. So yeah, that's one of the pages I like. I mean, there's a lot of pages in here that will look really well done when they're finished. And we got some birdies here, making a little nest inside of whatever this outer piece is. I like this page too. I just like how the chess pieces are floating upward and you have the chessboard behind. And this is raised up with the shadow behind it. So you can color the background in one color and then do this piece also in different colors, and that will also help it rise up. I had a tickle in my throat today. Sorry about that. Little pieces on top of each other. This is the one at the front of the book. Still trying to keep that down on that side. It's a cool page. Even this, there are some pages in like Kirby Roseanne's books that need to be shadowed, or any of the castles or houses that are in other books that can help out on that area. You can draw in your own shadowing places in the other books. But that's, I mean, all this is going to just be nice and easy for me to even just use as a reference book. The fishies and their shadows. This is a really cool page. And yeah, with this colored in, her hand, or his hand, not sure, is out further here than the rest of the body. And then you still have dimension down in the back. This one's really cool. A lot of books have the honeycomb, and if you use that as a reference, you could get them to look dimensional like that one does. Still got to break that spine a little bit more. It'll be easier when we hit the halfway point of the book. I like that page too. Oh, and I loved this one. So you have the sun here, the moon here. You've got your stars. Everybody out and about with the black background already there. And that one I want to color first. This one not so much. Here we got Liberty Paris. What is it? The Leaning Tower of Pisa. India here, and the clock tower. We have a compass and stamps, and the pyramid down here. It's a cool page too. Here we just have like a mandala type thing with a hole in the middle of it. Okay, it's like Phoenix coming up. They look like they're on fire type birds, but he's a toucan or something. We've got paint brushes. This one could be really cool when you paint it up. The Joker popping out of his card. And this one's like the black hole. Color the outside of it, and then it goes into the black hole. All the planets. It's kind of cool. Pyramids. Russian dolls. Flying castle here. And we've got birds. It's cool. Kind of like one of those puzzle boxes. Love this one too. We have your paper cranes. Obviously he's up. He goes outside of the framed border, but he also has his shadow. But the shadow is only on the frame, I noticed. So that's interesting there. Little guys down here have got their shadows too. Oh, isn't that detailed with all the bamboo around it? That's cool. Looks like you're going out into space. Some pretty roses. Oh, yes, I love this page too with the whales and the air balloons. Pinball. Pieces coming out of the pinball. Who paid 1 penny to do this? Pinballs over here cost you, they could be $1, I guess. Cost you 50 cents. This one's cool too. We have a serpent. His tail coming up and then him here and some froggy. I like the froggy. That'll be really pretty done up too. Here we have the trees going down the path and you have the stag down there. Globe, telescope, and kind of the compass here. Also in ripples of ribbon. Cool. Oh, horse breaking through with his knight on him. Nifty. Staircase. Very grand staircase. I wonder why they didn't do a keyhole in here. The train. The train is cool, but this little area here reminds me, or I see it as a clown with a smile and eyes, a nose. I know it shouldn't be that, but that's what I'm seeing. And here we go, the last page. So yeah, I don't know if it says how many books her pages were in here. But you get quite a few. Let me see if I look it up. I'm going to figure out which one is Amazon that is mine. Yeah, I giggle at that because I've been looking at stuff on Amazon Japan and Amazon UK. There are 96 pages in here if you want to take away a few of them for the introduction and such. So that would be 1, 2, 3, so about 93 pages of coloring, or 92 depending on the back page. Does it go all the way to the end? Double checking. Well, you do have a page back there, so there's 93 of those, and I was going to get a measuring stick because this book is on the smaller side, a 9 by 7.5, or 7, yeah, 7.25, half, 7.5. Can't see very well. So yeah, it's a nice sized book. I really like the paper in there. So yeah, thanks guys for watching. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments section below. I'll leave a link for the book and the person's page that I watched this on. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Talk to you later. Bye now.